This is page 219. The title of the page is Finding a Whole Given a Part and a Percent. You can use proportional reasoning to solve problems in which you know a part and a percent and need to find the whole. Here's the key to this page. We're looking for the whole. We don't know the whole, so we're going to be looking for the whole. That's going to help us determine how to set this up, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's examine example 3. We'll solve it, and then we'll go to the bottom of the page and practice it. I'm going to show it to you my way like I always do. Example 3. 12 of the students in the school choir like to sing solos. These 12 students make up 24% of the choir. How many students are in the choir? So let's start with what 24% means. 24% means 24 hundredths. We have to know that. If we know that, it's going to make this problem pretty easy, actually. If we know that 24% means 24 hundredths, then we're going to be able to solve this. In the previous sentence, or the previous paragraph, it says we can use proportional reasoning. What we know here is that 24% is 24 hundredths. And what we also know is that 12 kids in the choir like to sing solos, and we also don't know how many kids are in the choir. Now, I don't know that because it tells me right here how many kids are in the choir, how many students are in the choir. Now, if you look at this problem now, it's a pretty simple problem. Check it out. What you need to notice is that 12 times 2 is 24, and question mark times 2 then needs to be 100. Well, what times 2 is 100? Half of 100 is 50. The answer is 50. There are 50 students in the choir. 12 of them like to sing solos, but there's 50 total students. So that's how you set those up. Let's go check out the bottom of the page, and I'll show you a couple more examples how to set that up. I do want you to notice that we're going to skip the reflect question. So go ahead and write the word skip here. And we're going to go ahead and go to the bottom of the page, to your turn. Go ahead and make a whiteboard for you here. And I want you to try these on your own. If you just can't get them, that's fine. But what we're going to do with both of these is we're going to set them up. We're going to set them up using proportional reasoning. That's how we want to solve these always, if possible. So what do you know? Well, 30% is the same as 30 hundredths. And 6 is 30% of blank. It means 6 out of something is 30%. So 6 out of I don't know is 30%. It says right here of, out of means we don't know. So these words right here tell you that that unknown is the second term. Anyway, now let's go look at it mathematically. 6 times 5 is 30. What times 5 is 100? We could work backwards. If we don't know the blank times 5 equals 100, we can just divide 100 by 5, and what do we get? We get 20. This has to be 20 because 20 times 5 equals 100. So the unknown number here is 20. Number 12, they're mixing up the way in which they put this. Pay attention to the fact, like on this one over here, 30% means 30 hundredths, so 15% means 15 hundredths. And it can be on the right or the left, it doesn't matter. 15% of blank is 75. So 75 is 15% of I don't know, which means the second term is question mark. And then what you do is use your multiplication chart. What do you notice about 15 and 75? 15 is a factor of 75. 15 times 5 is 75. So if you multiply 15 by 5, you have to multiply 100 by 5. 100 times 5 is 500. The unknown number here is 500. Okay, if you need more help on those, please ask me. We're also going to practice more of those on the very next page. Good job. You are done with page 219.